Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I have a little show and tell for you today. This is going to be more supply oriented. So the last one I did all of the books that I've accumulated, and this is from a variety of things. A few things are thrifted, some things are from purchases. Let me think. I got some from Temu, some from Craftelier. I think that's, and maybe some from scrapbook.com for specific projects. But the first thing I'm going to show you is actually, I had already put these all in there, a little vial. But I bought a bunch of these labels, tags, whatever you want to call them, and in different color waves. And I just thought that they were really super cute. For such a variety of things. So I have these, this one will go down, I think. I can put them down with my labels, but there's pink, there's yellow, there's orange, and just such a nice variety, and they're really nice and thick. So I wanted to be sure to show you those. Like this one even has, like, look at that, has the little tag already on it. So they're pretty nice, heavy cardstock, but I pop these in with my little tag, my little tag bin so that I have them. These I got, they ranged, I don't know whoever priced these when I got them. I bought like 25 or 30 of them. They range between 40 cents and 80 cents depending on who decided to price them that day, but they have come in extremely handy. So those were the first thing. Now I have a box full of, I don't even know what this box, well obviously it held shoes, but I don't know from where. Excuse me. These were from a thrift store, and they were just the bingo cards. And these aren't really that old, but I use these for a lot of things, both for junk journaling, for assemblage, for little display pieces. So I picked all of these up. They're all blue, but I like to pick them up. I also got, and I sold some of these just recently on one of our live sales, but there was just a variety. These are not old, but they are matte on the one side. So there's some that have illustrations, some that are photos like these. The ones I liked best were the ones that are called, is it homographs? I don't remember. But it would be like, it would say B, like B-E, and then on the other side it would say B-E for, I know there's some in here. And I couldn't find them the other day when I was looking for them in the, there we go, flower, beet. There you go. But there was just such a nice little variety. I liked those just to tuck in a journal, make into journal spots, into tucks, tags, whatever. So I went through, there was like seven boxes of these, and so I just went through and got a small little stack for myself, and the rest will all go to all of you who want those. This was another Temu find, and these are like plastic numbers. They're almost like the numbers you would have found like on a locker, a locker tag, and they would have had the great big safety pin with them. These I just think are just so cool. Now it's been a long time since I bought these, so I'm not sure if they're still available, but if you just search number tags, I think you should be able to find them. But I thought these were great, and they'll make great dangles. Now I bought a bunch of these. Were at one of my favorite thrift stores. I bought a bunch of random die cuts that had been laminated. Now, let me just tell you, I've sold some of them at my live sale. Do you want to know the only reason I bought these? Is because I've got some girls who really like Smokey the Bear in my life. And so I think there was 3 of them. So I kept there, maybe just 2. I thought there were 3 Smokies. Well, there's at least 2. So each one of the girls can get one of those. Which I need to put those up there so they can go into their Happy Meal. But then I just have found a couple little things, and I thought because I was bringing some of these to the live sale, I would keep a couple of them. So one of the things I like to do is when I find things, I will take a project and put it aside so that we can then make something with it. So you don't just see, oh, Angela bought a bunch of stuff. Now what's she going to do with it? I will show you how I use them. This, I'm going to take this out, and this is taking up too much space. And I hope, this is $1.29, and I don't think these were half price. I think it was pink tags that were on sale. Because I don't know if I bought them in February or not. But these are actually shower curtain rings. But they're really heavy. And I thought they make great book rings. And I thought they had a little bit of, they almost look like bamboo. So I thought these would be great for book rings or just to hang, like my ribbon or my ticket strips and things like that from. Gosh, they're really heavy. And I don't think there was enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think there's usually 12 or 13 in a pack to hang your actual curtain, shower curtain on. So, yeah. Wouldn't work for those. Oh, my goodness. I also re-upped my supply of these. Let me just take one out. These are all from Temu as well, but I use these a lot, and I'm actually just going to take a few of these out. Oh, I just ripped them. I got more. Take a few of these out and put them up here. I have this little thing is just for random little ephemera that I can just quickly grab. So I want a few of those out here. So I'm going to put them all back in this bag and put them, all of these little pieces of ephemera, things like this, all go in, out in the family room. There, I have a vintage, it was a mail sorter, and it has the chair and the sorting bins, and this is where I put like all my Project Life cards, all my playing cards, all of these little things, little tags, things like that. So these will be housed there. I don't know why I'm telling you. I think because I need to do my, what do you call it? Craft room tour video. Yes, I know. I'm putting these all back. Wasting your time. I'm sorry. I can get a rubber band for those later. These probably aren't going to go in here without. Just get up and get the thing. Goodness, Angela. Well, there we go. Yeah, it drives me nuts if these things aren't all together, so might as well just do it now. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing it later. So sorry. Sorry about that. So then I'll just stick all of these little guys right here in front with all my little other tickets. I got some macaroons or macarons, and these are just flat backed, so I thought these would be cute for a cooking journal. And I might be able to use my, I don't know, they're made out of resin, but I might be able to use my, well, you know what, I can just use the little findings, I've showed you how to use those before, the ones that you actually take like the elastic or the leather round string that you would make a bracelet out of, and then you would clamp them around just like around that piece. I don't know what they're called. But I just spread those out and then glue them onto the back, and then it's got a little hole in the top, and now you've got a little dangle. So that's probably what I'll do if I use them in a journal and not on a page. Now, I'm going to save these because these are going to go, I'm going to show you those with my other stuff. Let's see. And these. Is there anything else? I bought some Peeps. Well, they're not really Peeps, but they kind of look like Peeps. So I showed in the last video that I had bought that Peeps book, which I didn't have the Peeps book when I bought these. So I thought those would be cute. And then a little bit of the kind of springy pom-pom trim, and then some bright colored pom-pom trim. So I got all of those goodies. One of the things I really wanted to show you if you've been watching, I haven't really done any videos on it because I was trying to get to a level of professionalism, so to speak, on doing my cinch binding. And so I ended up doing 9 different cinch binders, just so I could just keep going, do them all in a row, and kind of figure out the ins and outs, what I liked, what I didn't. One thing that I didn't have a lot of were bigger binding wires. So these I bought at Craftelier, however you wish to say it. These are 1 inch. I think I bought 1 inch and 1.5 inch. They were fairly inexpensive. I mean, these weren't that expensive. I want to say maybe no more than $3. I also bought some, and I bought some smaller ones. They came in a big box of all sizes, which I'll show you those too, I guess. I've already put them away. But these are from there, and they work, but they're a little bit different shape. So, would I buy them again? I doubt it. But they do work. So there is that. And I don't like how they have them packaged because they're not very neat and tidy. The box that I got, I had empty boxes and I had to, or empty drawers, and I had to fill one with all these. This is one that came from Temu. And there's more, like there's orange ones and some additional ones. And they work okay. Some of these smaller ones, like my cinch, Kerry, if you watch this, you'll have to tell me, does your mini cinch go smaller, like cinch smaller than like a certain size? I'm just curious because I found that when I practiced with one of these, I had to kind of put it together myself and it didn't work so hot. So if you know, Kerry, or if anybody else that is a cinch professional knows, please tell me. I don't want to have to buy the other one because I like the one I got, but I guess if I have to, I have to. Then when I was in Omaha not so long ago with Dave, and I ran into a thrift store and they had a whole huge bin full of napkins. And so I did purchase a bunch of them that I liked. I have brought them to the Maker's Market, or no, to a live sale, but they will come to the Maker's Market. I'll make bundles, and I just bought the ones that I liked. What I really loved about them is, look at those with the cows. What I really loved about them is that even on the luncheon napkins, every side is got a design. So sometimes on the luncheon napkins, they don't. But I just love these. And I was like, oh my goodness. But I can't possibly, these are the ones I kept for myself. All the rest are coming to the Maker's Market because I can't possibly use all those. So I'll put these with my napkins and I'll have plenty for years gone by. Now I have, I don't know if I've ever done a video. Yeah, I think I have a video using my tag gun. But this one had a whole bunch of replacement tag needles. So I'm probably just going to keep the needles, and then I need to find my tag guns because I think I have several. And then I'll probably sell some of them as well. But I don't know how much this was. I'm not sure. I don't feel like it was very much. It was at a thrift store. But these are fun to use to make dangles and tags and punch little things on the side of your journal. So if you have one of these, I had them when I had for the venue and for our mercantile when we had the shop. So that's where I got them and used them. And oh, I forgot to show you while we were talking about cinches. One of the things that before I got the guts to actually make a cinch, I asked Kerry, well, how do you know which size of coils to use? And you know, yeah, you can, basically, you can just eyeball it. But this little thing also from, I think I got this from Craftilia. Yeah, I did. This, what you do is you, let's see if I have, here I have one that's done. Before, obviously, before it's bound. This one's already bound. But what you do is you just figure out how much, let me see. So there you go. So I don't probably need a 1.5 inch for that, right? Because I got tons of space. I might, this is a 1 1/4. One fits perfectly. So for this size journal, I would use a 1 inch coil. Now, I know that seems pretty basic. I probably could have just measured it, and it wasn't expensive, and I wanted to see how it worked, and it's nice just to have it. But no, it's not something you have to have in order to make a cinch. I just thought it was kind of nice to have. So that is that. I did buy a whole bunch of, they came in, like this came in this plastic zipper, which is kind of cool. And then they go inside of there, and it is, hang on. You know what I'm going to tell you I'm going to do with this, right? Maybe I'm not going to put these back in there, because then I'll ruin my opportunity. But I bought 2 packs of these, again, for pretty much for cinch journals and such. And what I am going to do with this plastic is, because it is sealed right here. Can you hear that when I... Okay. So the top zippers. Now, the problem is that if I make this into a journal, I'm not going to be able to zip this. Oh, maybe I would. It might when it's all open. I guess so. But I'm going to make this into a journal cover. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now, I'll tell you what. When I took this out of the packaging, oh, well, that one, of course, came out with no problem whatsoever. I had a hard time getting that other one out. But won't that be cute? How big is this? Let's see. It is 9.5 by 6.5. So tell me in the comments, like, what kind of journal should I make out of this? It'd be fun if I could use this just to put treasures in, and then like make a thicker cover so you could see through it, and then leave this open for, I don't know. Tell me what your ideas are. I believe that we're going to, I know we're going to do this on, we'll do this live, or we'll do this in videos. So that will be fun. And like I said, I bought 2 bundles of it. So here's the other. So I have 2 journals I can make with that. Exciting. Okay, last 2 things before I show you my little theme pieces that I bought. Okay, I did find some of this vintage wallpaper. Now, I've used a lot of this. There was 2 rolls of it. This one's a little bit bigger. And I only paid $1/4 for them, I think. Unless that was how much they were at a garage sale or something. I don't remember. So, I love those colors. They're very, very, they make me very happy. So, I got those. I also bought some more of these. Now, our dear friend, LRB, had sent me a couple of these, and that's all I had were the ones that she had sent me. So I found these. They were, how much were they? I don't know. Not much. And so I just picked them up because I thought they would be fun to work with. So we'll be making something with these as well. So they'll go in my let's make a video pile. Now, totally not related to anything junk journaling, but I found this, and I did not buy this. I found this at Mo's house. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what it's from. I don't know what year. It doesn't look that old, but it says, fill this tiny mug with coffee and set it on your back porch so that your squirrel friends can enjoy a morning cup of coffee with you. And I just thought that was the world's smallest coffee cup. Squirrel approved. It's just going to go on my display because I think it's funny. But there's that. All right, now let's get to one thing, and I don't have a ton of stuff. Oh, wait. What is this? All right, hang on. This I got at a thrift store. I don't think this is their tag either. I don't remember. Nope, it was from Anyhand. So this was half price. And it's just school days kind of things. So I got it for my school days journals. Okay, sorry. And then this was a gift. It is called Specialty Card Snowbound. And it's kind of textured and shiny. Not glittery, but just kind of a luminescent, shiny luxury card, it says. And what is this that I bought? Let's see. I don't know. This was, maybe I bought this. I don't know. I don't think I would have bought that. But this is from The Best Day Fresh Pink Studios. So I bought those. I'm not sure. Maybe I bought, I don't know. And those, why did I buy these? Oh, I know. I bought a few extra things. This I did not order. This is Friendly Foxes. They sent this to me. I probably will never use this, but I will either gift it or do something with it. And then I got some, I want to use this. This is by Sunny Studios, and I thought it would be fun to have a little rickrack made out of, rickrack paddywhack made out of paper. So I'm going to try that later today. And I don't remember why I bought these other thing. I know there's a reason. I just don't remember what that reason was. Okay, so last but not least, sorry about that. I got a little ahead of myself. I am working on this is what I bought. This is what I wanted from scrapbook.com. These are Wizard of Oz stamps. Now, I do not have a ton of Wizard of Oz stuff. So I'm sourcing for more Holly Hobby, more Wizard of Oz, those two things. I want to be able to use my Prairie Girls with the Holly Hobby. So I'm kind of holding back to make that journal until I have more of a substantial stash. But Wizard of Oz, I have lots of books and things, but I didn't have a lot of other embellishments. So I picked those up, and then I had bought from Temu some ruby red slippers. These are just little charms. This is full of Wizard of Oz type charms. So I thought these were fun. Let's just look. There's Toto. There's the Wicked Witch. There's the house. There's the witch. There's her shoes. There's Oz. But it's full. I mean, it's packed full. I'm sure a lot of them are duplicates. Let's see. But this is from Temu. There's her broom. These are all... Oh, there's a big castle, or Oz. There's the Scarecrow. I want to see if we got Dorothy. Oh, there's a pumpkin. Huh. There's the hot air balloon. Glinda's wand. Several little witches in different... There's a Scarecrow again. There's a rainbow. There's a lion. And what is this? Another lion. Oh, there's Dorothy. There we go. So it's full. I'm sure that the Tin Man is in here too. But that was, I mean, these were not very much. They weren't very expensive. So I was happy that I could grab something really inexpensive to make little dangles and such. Oh, now my memory is fading because I don't think... Did I buy these on Temu? Yeah, maybe I did. Okay, these are so stinking cute. This is a bookmark. And then her little feet hang out of the bottom of the book. Isn't that cute? So imagine, like, let's just say this was the journal. And her little feet hang out of the bottom. So I got 2 of those so that I could put them in one in each of the, well, I guess I'm going to do more than one, huh? Each journals. But then the last thing that I really had wanted, this is a Cartabella paper pack, and it is the Wizard of Oz. Now, I went on to their website when I did my once a year, when they have their great big sale, and looked for this, and it was not there. So I had to, I think I ordered this from scrapbook.com too. Let me look at my receipt here. Yeah, I did. So these are from scrapbook.com. So I did buy 1 pack of the paper. So these are all the papers, and then there's all of these stickers and such inside of it. So that helps a little bit. But like I said, I didn't have a ton, so I had to kind of ramp up my stack, and I'm still looking, and I'm always on the lookout in, you know, thrift stores and things like that. But that is my haul for the day and all of the supplies that I gathered. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that this may have inspired you. Tell me what your favorite thing was, and I would love to hear what you think. Until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.